Good morning, students. Exercise 7.5, problem number 8. Limit x tends to 0 plus x power x. Okay, when you apply the limit, it is in the form of 0 power 0. So, it is an indeterminate form. So, usually we will apply L'Hopital's rule. Before that, first you take this function as y. So, y is equal to x power x. It is the power also you will have a function. So, we have to bring the power to the front. So, we have to apply log function on both the sides. So, log y is equal to log of x power x. So, in the logarithmic formula, log a power m is equal to m log a. Okay, so you just the power x will come to the front, so it will become x log x, and you are going to apply the limit on both the sides. So limit x tends to 0 plus log y, which is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus. So you have to apply, you have to bring it in the form of f of x by g of x. So log x I keep in the numerator, and this x I can write as 1 by x in the denominator. Now this function is in the form of f of x by g of x. Okay, now you apply the limit. So x tends to 0. So log 0 divided by 1 by 0. So log 0 was minus infinity divided by 1 by 0 was infinity. So here you are getting indeterminate form. You are going to apply the L'Hopital's rule. So what you have to do according to the L'Hopital's rule? You have to differentiate the numerator. So the differentiation of log x is 1 by x. And you have to differentiate the denominator separately. What is in the denominator? It is 1 by x. When you differentiate, it will become minus 1 by x squared. Okay. So when you simplify, you will get here it is minus x. This x squared will go to the numerator, and x squared and 1x getting cancelled. So you will have minus x. So what is in the left side? Here we have written as limit x tends to 0 plus log y, that is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus minus x. The answer is, when you apply the limit, the answer is 0. Okay, here you see you have to use the composite function theorem, because here logarithmic function and the y is in terms of x power x. Both functions are there. So using composite function theorem, the logarithmic function has to be taken out. So it is a log of limit x tends to 0 plus y. Okay, that is equal to, what's answer here we have written? It is 0. So limit x tends to 0 plus y. This log, when you take it to the next side, it will become e power 0. What is e power 0? That is 1. So limit x tends to 0 plus, what is your y? Y we have taken as x power x. So limit x tends to 0 plus x power x is equal to 1. See the question? For this question, we have found the answer as 1. So first step, the function is in the power. So we have to bring the function to the front. Then you have to arrange it in the form of f of x by g of x. You have to apply the L'Hopital rule. The next one, you have to use composite function theorem. Then only you will get the answer. Come to the 9th problem. You see that limit x tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by x the whole power x. So first apply the limit. Okay. So 1 plus 1 by infinity to the power infinity. Okay. 1 by infinity is what? 0. So 1 plus 0 to the power infinity. So that is 1 to the power infinity. It's also in the indeterminate form. So 0 to the power 0, 1 to the power infinity if it comes. So first you have to take the step what it is. Y is equal to this function. 1 plus 1 by x the whole power x. So you have to apply log on both the sides to bring the power function to the front. Okay, so log y is equal to log of 1 plus 1 by x the whole power x. So bring this x to the front. So x into log of 1 plus 1 by x. Next, you have to apply the limit on both the sides. So limit extends to infinity. Log y is equal to limit extends to infinity. Here you have to arrange a function is in the form of f of x by g of x. Then only we can apply L'Hopital's rule. So log of 1 plus 1 by x, I'll write in the numerator. Here you are having x in the numerator. You have to bring it down. So it has to be written as 1 by x. So this x is in the numerator. How you can write? It has to be written in the denominator of the denominator. So I have written as 1 by x. Now this is in the form of f of x by g of x. Now apply the limit x tends to infinity. So it will be log 1 plus 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity is 0. So here you will have log 1 divided by 1 by infinity. So log 1 is 0 divided by 1 by infinity also 0. So you are getting indeterminate form. You can apply the L'Hopital's rule. So limit x tends to infinity. You are going to differentiate the numerator. Log of 1 plus 1 by x. So how to differentiate logarithmic function? So log x, the differentiation is 1 by x. So you have to use the chain rule. First you keep 1 plus 1 by x as x. So it is in the form of log x. The differentiation of log x is 1 by x. So in the place of x you have to write 1 plus 1 by x. According to the chain rule, which is kept as x, that has to be differentiated. So here you are going to differentiate 1 plus 1 by x. The differentiation of 1 is 0 and the differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x squared. So we have differentiated the numerator using chain rule. Come to the denominator. Here you are having 1 by x. The differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x squared. So minus 1 by x squared and the numerator minus 1 by x squared getting cancelled. So the remaining is limit x tends to infinity 1 by 1 plus 1 by x. Okay, you are going to apply the limit. So x tends to infinity. If you apply 1 by infinity is 0. So 1 by 1 plus 0. So the answer is 1. So we have completed the right hand side. So you just take the left hand side as limit x tends to infinity log y. Here the two functions, they are in the composition of two functions. So you have to use composite function theorem. So when you use composite function theorem, this log will go out and you have to apply the limit for y. So log of limit x tends to infinity y, that is equal to 1. So log, when you take it to the right side, it is e power 1. So e power 1 answer is e. In the place of y, you have to substitute 1 plus 1 by x the whole power x. So look at your question. This is your question. So the answer is e. Okay. So come to the problem number 10. Okay. Limit x tends to pi by 2 sin x to the power tan x is equal to. Okay. We have to find the answer for this. So first I am going to apply the limit. So it is sin pi by 2 to the power tan pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 1. Tan pi by 2 is infinity. So it is in the form of 1 to the power infinity. So if you have the function in the power, your first step, you have to bring it down. So to bring it down the power function, you have to apply log. For that, you just consider the function sin x to the power tan x as y. So apply log on both the sides. So log y is equal to log of sin x to the power tan x. So according to the logarithmic formula, this tan x will come to the front. So tan x into log of sin x. So when you apply limit or using L'Hopital's rule, the function should be in the form of f of x by g of x. So log sin x we will write in the numerator, and this tan x which is in the numerator, when you are you have to bring in the denominator of the denominator. So here I have written 1 by tan x. Okay, so see now both the sides we have to apply the limit. What is the limit given in the problem? Limit x tends to pi by 2. So both the sides we have applied the limit. Okay, so apply the limit for this function. So log sin x. So log sin pi by 2. So here 1 by tan x is what? Cot x. So cot pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 1. Sin pi by 2 is 1. So log 1 is equal to 0. What is cos pi by 2? So tan pi by 2 is infinity. So cot pi by 2 means 1 by infinity. So 1 by infinity is 0. So it is in the form of 0 by 0, indeterminate form. So you have to apply the L'Hopital's rule. So you see the right hand side, you have to differentiate the log sin x separately. Again you have to use the chain rule. For the chain rule, the first step, sin x has to be kept as x. It is in the form of log x. What is the differentiation of log x? 1 by x. So 1 by sin x. Next, what is kept as x? That has to be differentiated. Here we kept x as sin x. Sin x as x. So sin x, the differentiation of sin x is cos x. Come to the denominator, cot x. So the differentiation of cot x is minus cosecant squared x. Okay. So see now, this minus cosecant squared x can be written as minus sin squared x, because 1 by cosecant squared x, that is minus sin squared x. So this 1 sin x and here 1 sin x getting cancelled. So here your answer is minus cos x sin x. When you apply, x tends to pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 into sin pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0. So 0 into 1, that is equal to 0. You take the left side, what here you are having. So you have to write it here. So log and y both are, they are in the composition of function. Okay, so you have to use composition of function. So the log has to be taken out. So it is log of limit x tends to pi by 2 y, that is equal to 0. Here in your problem, what is y? Y as sin x to the power tan x. So it is here the log, when you take it to this side, right side, it is e power 0. So e power 0 is 1. So limit x tends to pi by 2 sin x to the power tan x, that is equal to 1. Come to the problem number 11. Limit x tends to 0 plus cos x to the power 1 by x squared. Here also the power is a function of x. So first apply the limit. So it is cos 0 to the power 1 by 0. What is cos 0? Cos 0 is 1. So 1 by 0 is infinity. So it is in the form of 1 to the power infinity. So if it comes, so first you have to take this function as y. Y is equal to cos x to the power 1 by x squared. So our first step, you have to bring this power function to the front. So for that you have to apply logarithmic function on both the sides. So log y is equal to log of cos x to the power 1 by x squared. According to the logarithmic formula, this power 1 by x squared will come in the front, log of cos x. Okay, so you have to arrange this function in the form of f of x by g of x. Already it is written like that only, log of cos x divided by x squared. Next you have to apply the limit on both the sides. What the limit is given in the problem? Limit x tends to 0 plus. So we apply the limit on both the sides. When you apply the limit, it will be log of cos 0 divided by 0. What is cos 0? Cos 0 is 1. So log 1 as 0. So 0 by 0, what form it is? It is indeterminate form. So you have to use L'Hopital's rule. So you take the right hand side, limit x tends to 0 plus. You have to differentiate the numerator. Again it is in the form of log of cos x. So you have to use the chain rule. So first step is 1 by cos x. Then the differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. In the denominator x squared. What is the differentiation of x squared? That is 2x. So when you arrange, it will become minus sin x by 2x cos x. Okay. So apply the limit. So it is sin 0 divided by 0. 0 by 0. So again you are getting the indeterminate form. So what you have to do? You have to use L'Hopital's rule again. Okay. Up here you will have limit x tends to 0 plus. You have to differentiate the numerator. What is in the numerator? Here you are having the last one. The numerator is minus sin x. When you differentiate, it is minus cos x. Okay. And you just see the denominator. What is in the denominator? It is 2x cos x. Okay. So it is the product of two functions. So what you have to do? You have to use the product rule. Okay. You see that? 2 I have taken out. X cos x has to be differentiated using product rule. So first function x I kept as it is. The next function is what? Cos x. The differentiation of cos x is minus sin x plus cos x is kept as it is. The differentiation of x is 1. Okay. When you apply the limit, cos 0 minus cos 0 divided by 2 into, when you apply x as 0, so the first term will become 0. Okay, next one, cos 0. What is cos 0? It is 1. 1 into 2 is 2. So the answer is what? Minus 1 by 2. So the left side is limit x tends to 0 plus log y. Okay, so here you have to use the composite function theorem. So according to that, this log will go out. So you will get limit x tends to 0 plus y, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. This log, when you take it to the right side, it will become e power minus 1 by 2. So in the place of y, what we have taken as y? Y is equal to cos x to the power 1 by x squared. I have substituted here. So e power minus 1 by 2. So when you bring it to the denominator, it will become e power 1 by 2. So that e power 1 by 2 can be written as square root of e. So we have completed the problem number 11. Okay, come to the problem number 12. If an initial amount A0 of money is invested at an interest rate or compounded n times a year. Okay, the value of the investment after t years is A is equal to A0 into 1 plus r by n the whole power nt. If the interest is compounded continuously, that is n tends to infinity. What is n? Number of years. So it tends to infinity. Show that the amount after t years is A is equal to A0 e power rt. Okay. So see now, here the function is given as A is equal to A0 into 1 plus r by n the whole power nt. Okay. See here, this n tends to infinity. We have to calculate when n tends to infinity. What you have to show? The amount A is equal to A0 into e power rt. So for that, this term alone I have taken as y, because the power you will have n. So you have to take y is equal to 1 plus r by n the whole power nt. So this term we have to bring it in the front. For that you have to apply log on both the sides. So log y is equal to log of 1 plus r by n the whole power nt. According to the logarithmic formula, this power we can write it in the front. So nt into log of 1 plus r by n. Okay, we have to arrange the function in the form of f of x by g of x. So this nt can be written as 1 by nt. Okay, next what you have to do, you have to apply the limits. You have to apply the limits. What is the limit? Limit n tends to infinity. You see that if the interest is compounded continuously, so that is n tends to infinity. What is n? N is the interest. So limit n tends to infinity log y, which is equal to, here also limit n tends to infinity log of 1 plus r by n divided by 1 by nt. Okay, when you apply n tends to infinity, what will come here? It is r by infinity, that is 0. So the numerator will become log 1 divided by, here also n tends to infinity means 1 by infinity, that is 0. So 0 by 0. So you will get what form? Indeterminate form. So you have to apply the L'Hopital's rule. So come to the right side, you see the numerator has to be differentiated. So here also you have to use the chain rule. So log, the first step, you have to keep 1 plus r by n has to be taken as x. So it is in the form of log x. Log x differentiation is 1 by x. So here we have written 1 by 1 plus r by n. Next, what you have to do, which is kept as x, that has to be differentiated. So see now 1, the differentiation of 1 is 0. Here r by n, here n has to be differentiated. Okay, so it will come as minus r by n squared. How to differentiate 1 by x? Minus 1 by x squared. In the same way, minus r by n squared. Come to the denominator, you are having 1 by nt. 1 by t is a constant, so it is taken out. So you are going to differentiate 1 by n with respect to n. So it will become minus 1 by n squared. Okay, so now you have to apply the limit. Limit n tends to infinity. You see now, n tends to infinity if you apply. So it will become what? 0. Because n is in the denominator, so it will become 0. So 1 by 1 plus 0. Okay, and you see here, which one getting cancelled here? See now, this 1 by n square, here also 1 by n squared getting cancelled, the minus minus getting cancelled. So in the numerator what you will have? You will have r. You see that this t where it is? Denominator of the denominator. So it will go to the numerator. So this term will become, see now, 1 by 1 plus r by n into rt. Okay, see that? So this can be written as rt divided by 1 plus r by n. Now you apply the limit. So rt divided by 1 plus 1 by infinity. So this is r by infinity also. Here you can write, no problem, r by infinity. So here it is r by infinity is 0 because 1 by infinity is 0. So r by infinity also 0. So therefore rt divided by 1 plus 0. So the answer is rt. Okay, left side what you are having? Limit n tends to infinity, you are having log y. So here you have to use composite function theorem. So this log will take out. So here limit n tends to infinity, what has to be written? Y. So what is the y we have taken? 1 plus r by n the whole power nt. That is equal to rt. So when this log, when you take it to the right side, it is e power rt. Okay, so see that function, the first function what we are here, we are having a is equal to a naught. A naught is a constant, it's a initial amount. And when n tends to infinity, this term will become what we have proved, 1 plus r by n the whole power nt is nothing but e power rt. So therefore the amount a is equal to a naught into e power rt. Thank you, students.